The conference is being held in collaboration with the United Nations Interagency Network for Women and Gender Equality Conference at Speak Resort Munyonyo. According to the Acting Director, Coordination Office Division of the UN Women New York, Apana Mehrotra, the overall objective of the conference is to build momentum and identify actions for effective implementation of the new Sustainable Development Goals and other existing commitments on gender equality, women's empowerment, and women's human rights.
Its aim is really to achieve a planet where every human being enjoys dignity and can achieve their full potential. Now that is a very ambitious goal, and therefore it is premature to say whether we can immediately achieve it. But if you look historically, I think humankind has achieved most of the things that at one point they thought were unachievable.
Civil society players say for the first time the gender equality normative framework is integrated into specific goals and targets that governments have pledged to achieve individually and together. It's grounded in human rights treaties such as the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, underpinned by the Beijing Platform for Action.
We've done a detailed study, Fit for Whose Purpose, in Global Policy Forum, where we have analysed the funding to the UN system, partly earmarked, which I'll come back to, and partly from non-government sources. And the UN definition here for a business sector includes corporate and it includes philanthropy. Now, from the studies that we've done, there is very little money from corporations. There's a lot of money, mainly from one foundation, the Gates Foundation, and there is some money from some other places. But the resources, and I mean in the same spirit that just drew the laugh, we took a close look, for example, at the contributions from Coca-Cola, because they have been making contributions at the country level, UN Women, for example, and UNDP.
It's an ambitious, bold, universal and transformative agenda for sustainable development and a plan of action for people, the planet and prosperity negotiated by all member states and applicable to all member states. The Executive Director, Uganda Women's Network, Rita Achiro, confirms that their struggle towards achieving gender equality, women ownership and occupancy on girl-child education as well as inclusion has been achieved. However, they still face gross challenges.
These opportunities have not been the same for either men and women or boys and girls. There are a number of factors that have contributed to the gender inequality in the social, economic and political spheres, and among some of these key factors are grounded in our religious fundamentalism, that we all attest to different religions and they have a huge impact on the gender equalities. But we also look at the cultural beliefs and practices that keep women behind and also at times affect men in certain ways. Because of these religious and cultural gender biases, this has affected the participation, the opportunities for women and men differently.
Globally agreed but nationally owned and led, the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Framework within the 2030 Agenda has the best ever chance of being implemented, not only because of its recognized value for human rights and sustainable development, but also because of the linkages and synergies, both horizontal and vertical, within sustainable development goals across most other SDGs.